And you're live, Chairman.
Good evening and welcome to this district planning meeting today, Wednesday, the 19th of January. My name is Mark Hurd, Chairman of this committee. Members, the setup for the meeting has been designed to mitigate for COVID. Therefore, can I ask all present to work to the protocols agreed at Council on the 2nd of September 2021 in the interest of member and officer safety. I would remind members that one of those protocols was that a lateral flow test should be taken before you attend this meeting. And I'm sure that you have all taken that lateral flow test, but you have not necessarily notified that that has been done. Okay, so could I just remind you that you need to confirm that by email, which is on the message. We're streaming this meeting live as well as recording, and by being present in the meeting, you are giving your consent to being recorded. Members and officers, during each item, please put your hand up to indicate if you wish to speak, and I will invite you at the appropriate time. We are live stream sound recording this meeting, and this is dependent on the correct use of microphones. Therefore, can I ask that when invited to speak, you remember to turn on your microphone and turn it off when finished. Please reference a page or paragraph number when referring to the agenda papers and keep your contributions clear and concise. So I draw your attention to the notices on the agenda papers regarding the different levels within the chamber and advise that the fire exit is the door behind this top table. All members need to confine their participation to matters relevant to any agenda item. Any declaration of interest should be limited to the declaration itself. It is inappropriate to use public meetings to make allegations against employees or other members. An official complaint procedure exists to raise such allegations, and these procedures should be used, and the monitoring officer should be contacted for further advice. Any member that does not comply with these requirements will be in breach of my ruling. I will warn them to desist, and if they persist, I will either adjourn the meeting or propose that the agenda item is dealt with without access to the public under the Local Government Act 1972, Schedule 12A, paragraphs 1 and 2, and that such action satisfies the public interest test. If we go into private session, the live link will be cut and that member will have denied the public having access to the debate and voting on that item. The next agenda item is apologies. Miss Bird, do we have, well, I know we have a number of apologies, please.
Good evening, Chairman. Good evening, members. Apologies have been received from Councillor Mrs Channer, Councillor Dewick, Councillor Durham, Councillor Edwards, Councillor Helm, Councillor Hubener, Councillor Shaughnessy, Councillor Siddle and Councillor Stilts.
Thank you very much. We now move on to declarations of interest. Members are reminded that they are required to declare any disclosable pecuniary interests, other pecuniary interests or non-pecuniary interests which they know they might have in items of business on the agenda, having regard to paragraphs 6 to 8 inclusive of the Code of Conduct for members, and they are reminded that they will need to repeat their declarations at the appropriate point in the meeting and leave the room if required under the Code of Conduct. Unforeseen interests must be declared similarly at the appropriate time. Agenda item 3, minutes of the previous meeting. It is recommended that the minutes of the meeting of the District Planning Committee held on the 2nd of September 20... Declarations? Sorry, Councillor Fleming.
Thank you, Chair. Just a non-pecuniary as a member of Essex County Council who are consultees. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councillor Morris is not part of this committee and doesn't have to make a declaration.
I'm not asking to make a declaration, but I am asking that the minutes show that I'm present in the meeting as in attendance.
Okay, thank you.
Is that going to be done on the meeting? On the minutes, sorry?
Well, that has been done, yes.
It has been, thank you.
Agenda item 3 is minutes of the previous meeting. It's recommended that the minutes of the meeting of the District Planning Committee held on the 2nd of December 2021, found on pages 3 to 10, are approved as a true and accurate record. They're presented for accuracy only. I so move. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Mays, thank you. Does any member wish to speak on these minutes or raise a matter of accuracy? Can we agree those by assent? Thank you very much. Agenda item 4 is to resolve that under section 100A(4) of the Local Government Act 1972, the public be excluded from the meeting on the following items of business on the grounds that it involves the likely disclosure of exempt information as defined in paragraph 5 of part 1 of schedule 12A of the Act, and this satisfies the public interest test. Do I have a seconder? Thank you very much, Councillor Boyce. I've also received apologies from Councillor Stamp. I had received those earlier. Thank you. So we are now in private session.